Hi, everyone. It's John from Lethbridge Family Services Counseling, Outreach, and Education. Sometimes when it feels like everything is beyond our control, everything is outside of our influence, it can really be difficult to remember the importance of just being able to take a minute. On this episode of Take a Minute, I want to talk about mindfulness. Mindfulness is oftentimes confused with other meditative practices or spiritual practices, even. And I want to support you in perhaps seeing it in a slightly different way. I want you to think about mindfulness as just being fully immersed in the moment you're in. Now, don't get too hung up on trying to think about this correctly or understanding all of the deep background stuff about mindfulness. And there is a lot of information about mindfulness, and I encourage you, if you want to check it out. Take a look around on the internet. If you want to learn more about mindfulness. But in this case, I want you to think about it like being fully in a particular moment. So let's give an example. If you are a coffee person, making your cup of coffee first thing in the morning. So I want you to think about that and imagine being able to do that with more intention, with more mindful awareness. So think about opening the coffee canister in the morning and smelling it as you put it into the basket or put it into the filter, to feel the weight of the water as you pour it into the machine or start the kettle, and you can hear it start to boil. You prepare the cup. Perhaps you've added cream or sugar to prepare for when the coffee's done. And when it's fully brewed, you add the coffee to the cup, and you can feel the cup warming in your hand. You can hear yourself stir the coffee with the spoon. You can pick up the coffee and take that deep smell of that first cup in the day, and then as you take a sip, you let that first sip coat your tongue, and you just have a moment of being fully immersed in that. Not in a coffee commercial kind of way, but paying full attention to your own experience, the psychological experience, the thoughts that are coming, without judging them, right? We'll have thoughts even while we're enjoying our coffee that are about things in our lives and worries and questions that we have, and that's normal. Mindfulness isn't about questioning those or judging those. It's about letting them happen and then letting them go. But being fully aware, what does it feel like physically as you're enjoying your cup of coffee, or psychologically or emotionally for you? When we are more mindful in a particular moment, we elongate that moment. That moment becomes bigger, richer for us. And in times of stress and trouble, those bigger, richer moments can help us slow down. And one of the most important things we can do when we're anxious, when we feel like so many things are happening beyond our control and influence, is to slow down and pay attention to the things around us, to pay attention to the moment that we are in. When we have the opportunity to do that with daily practices, things we do anyway. So if you have your normal process of getting ready for your day, preparing yourself for the day, to even do that in a more mindful way, to pay attention to the preparations that you take. To think about being more mindful of your favorite song, being more mindful of calling a friend to just connect. That can really help us when sometimes it feels like these things are beyond our control. So, in this series, it's our hope to offer you just a few small tips and perhaps some activities that could be supportive to you and your family. And at Lethbridge Family Services, we want you to know we're here for you, and we wish you and your family good health. And we'll get through this together. We're here for you. Thank you.